given the jacket that she was wearing.
You saw the Cypher hat as well. Okay, GE on attack. We got GenG on defense.
We want to witness global esports running this one back. Yudotan to start.
2-0 on the pistols.
For the rest of
You need to get some.
Yeah, this attacking side feels like it might be a little rough for them. We'll have to see. You only have Kelly S's flash. Nobody else has any in hand.
Yudotan for that second kill, but Ash able to avoid taking damage. Will just be the trade out here. So Killjoy for a Neon if you're global overall.
3-person stack here.
Dashing forward.
Look at that though. Foxy9 just knows that no one else is going to flood through because of his molly. And they just isolate the jet.
Suddenly it's going to be global esports held at bay.
He's going to get the orb.
Don't do it.
Oh, what a
great flash though, fair play.
Oh my god.
At least there was a flash here.
The timing there.
Yeah, timing on that.
Good
Still,
flash.
though, kill was found. So now just Crystal and Poppy to try to get themselves back into this one. Swing out and the headshot is in.
3-0 for the
Crystal now
pistols.
all alone.
Rough.
To try to turn the tides of this pistol. Otherwise, GenG looking to once again start off the map here with a win. Go 3-0 on pistols, and yeah, Charon gonna go ahead and scoop up the 3K.
Yeah. Pretty clean stuff. I mean, the early trade sends everybody over to the other side of the map. Try to break in. You know, Darion dashes through. He's instantly shut down. The util there to stall the players behind. See the nano. And that's round over. There's maybe a moment where if that flash doesn't fully connect onto Poppy, you might be able to kill Foxy, and then maybe things get a little bit different, but instead it's
Judge,
smooth sailing there.
Marshall,
GenG
Bulldog,
again, undefeated in the pistol
and a
so far,
Guardian.
3 for 3.
Flash from Munchkin ended up catching
3
Darion.
for 3 on the bonuses. Oh my.
And every single time I see him isolated on his own because there's some kind of util separating him and everyone else, and oh, indecision.
Suddenly we're into a 2v2. Weapon's gonna be scooped up. Guardian here for Crystal at full HP. Still the players from GenG shifting over into position. And the onus still is on Yudotan and Crystal to try to figure out how they get themselves back into this round.
This is quite curious. You're just trying to guess what the other team is going to do, how they're going to react off the back of that fight.
There was a Bulldog there, but I think it was too committed for them to get.
Even damage is done. Crystal with a Guardian,
GenG split into the 1-1.
That is
They get
scary.
a lot of info, so it's like a 1-1, just watching here.
Sitting with a Marshall,
info, then they can retake together.
Waterfall, checking to see if maybe there was a player lurking through there, still close enough to his util.
Judge on the retake.
I
mean, good news for Karen is he's got 3 stars, so he can
to do anything to stop
do some weird smoke stuff to try and close distance if he needs to.
Now they're changing
Big
direction.
break. Oh no, not like
Try to make
this.
a
Hold up.
fake, but
This
if
Karen.
footsteps are going to be heard here.
Yep.
He had him.
And then the double
Oh
back
dear
comes
God,
through.
he had him.
Charon looking to really upset their day. That headshot is so damn fast.
Jeez, dude.
Plant is in. But yep.
Okay, nicely done.
I love how Foxy comes bunny hopping in
Yeah,
there.
and the
just
Bulldog's
run
pretty
back
far away, so he might
across,
be
go
waiting
get
for a while.
Guardian or whatever. Foxy just sprinting forward. Karen will get the defuse to half. Pauses. Get all the time in the world.
Just, it's so brutal when Charon's on. He's looking for the damn gun.
Where are the guys?
He's dropping.
Okay, he got
well,
it.
I was wondering where that Bulldog went too, because I thought it might have been dropped further up the ramp. But
No,
it was
that's why they
bottom.
couldn't collect it, because it was so like passive back.
Because I heard the Bulldogs going, and I'm like, how did
It ended up being a
All
not
started
too bad
3K there
eco
for
for
Munchkin.
GE, super winnable.
Eventually ran out of bullets. And then Karin there, just ready to be the finisher.
Other activity feed?
5-0 start.
He's
Stimmyuki.
so good.
Who
Still
gifted?
decent
Thank you,
damage
thank
dealt.
you.
Yes.
As we go into the bonus here for the side of GenG. So
Did you gift it so many?
go ahead
They got
and
2,
reinvest
3,
a
5,
little bit, but
5 other as well, I
cash-wise,
think.
they're still in a strong position.
Maybe it's just that. Either way, thank you so much, Stimmyuki. Wait, this one was for a while,
Yo.
right?
For Charon,
10 minutes?
Bulldogs.
Well, that
Share
had
for Ash.
potential.
Texture seeing
The rats are out again.
a little jiggle peek out from Darion. Poppy just going to be left to go on a lingered. His best Sylvan impersonation, perhaps.
Well, they're so convinced.
Ozzy now is tireless
This
at the
is going to
beginning,
be on
right?
the other side of the map.
Oh, Poppy, if he had just started firing there through that screen, would have at least found some damage on the texture, but just looking to try to play this out a little bit more quietly for the time being. Double stack on Art here for GenG. Triple push into main. Yudotan just gonna get.
You hate to see it.
Take it down.
Big
Foxy.
buy rounds. We're out here
Oh
just
my
contact swinging
God,
everything.
Crystal catching a stray.
Oh, not this again.
On the entry, Darion goes in, finds one, but he's isolated. So the rest of Global Esports just don't have it in. Texture's still lingering here on this B site. As Poppy tries to clear the way.
Yeah, it's so
left.
tough.
Nice shot.
Texture. Just
And, well,
a magnet to Poppy's head.
Ah, this is our
they had a
first
little
big
over
buy
halfway
rounds.
there, but
That's
now
what
they
we
have to
do.
just stay put. Go for the save.
Oh.
It's going to be our first
Really
bonus
rough.
conversion of the day, I do believe.
10 seconds left.
GenG getting themselves a 3-0 start.
Well, this is going to be so tough on these entries. I mean, the desk was talking about it. I was thinking about it. It's without much util to really clear space. You have to rely on Darion's entries to get the job done. And the smokes have to be perfect from your Astra. Maybe a good grab well to help
You
set
know,
you
I
up.
remember that 3 weeks
But
ago.
if there's a trade there,
Where I was looking at
Darion
all that little
finds one and
micro
there's a
stuff they
trade,
had.
and you have so much stall util with GenG. I mean, you have the nanos,
And
you have
then
the
now here
Astra
we are.
stuff, you have the Tejo, you have the relay bolts, you have the fragment. I mean,
What a difference a bit of time
GenG's
makes.
comp is very well suited to stop anything that G is going to be able to try to accomplish.
Right here.
So far, they've been executing it perfectly.
Okay, set strat with the 2 guns.
Trying to turn up the tempo a little bit.
The 5-person art hit.
Pause off the back of the smoke from Karan.
Oh, foot spotted.
Oh,
Taking that back.
There's a tiny little pixel there. Is Darion similarly going to get a tiny glimpse? So knows that there's going to be one holding on that angle, but forced away here. Whoa, my God,
Jesus.
Karan just swooping in, finding 2. Foxy looking for the second, can't quite make it happen, but they're just both so devastatingly low. GenG just looking for the crunch, just looking for the confidence plays, and they're being rewarded for them.
What's the dash?
28
Meant
health.
to get a kill as they
Is all that's
try and
left.
shoot the
'Cause
recon.
even the
but-
drone gets canceled.
just impeccable. Munchkin threw a great flash.
Covering it.
See it in the replay. Even though it doesn't connect with the global esports players, the timing.
Just looking at pre-fire the angles here. They just split across.
30
Crystal
seconds left.
could slowly maybe walk his way over to B. to
Yeah,
get
and
the
he's
plan
gonna
down.
clear this, and they're gonna
Looks
be like,
that's
hold up.
exactly what he's going to do. And GenG getting a sense of this.
I think Ash might have heard the footsteps.
Yeah, he might have actually just barely caught it. The ping's
Actually,
coming
this
down.
is so
Salvo
fast.
Not quite going to be in position to disrupt it, but
I didn't
Texture
even get
is.
the plan. He's here
Swoops
so
the corner,
fast.
classic in hand. It's going to be a 4-0
Okay,
start now.
let's see the buy rounds. You imagine a timeout's
Man, oh
coming
man.
in.
Just so difficult for global esports to get through. See, there's that flash. Didn't even connect. It didn't matter. It was a timing play, and he just hit the shots anyway. Obviously, texture with an operator is always a thing to be
Was the
feared.
RRQ win deserved? Oh yeah,
Smooth
for sure.
sailing.
They looked
GenG,
way better on
early
Lotus,
timeout.
and I
For
think
Global
most people would
Esports has
be
to be
T1 on
expected.
Icebox at the moment.
I
as
mean,
well.
this is tough.
A really
These
bad
are
map
these
for
are
them.
rough situations to be in. Again, you only have one flash from the Arc Rose.
But their Lotus,
So,
the RRQ's Lotus was really cool.
You know, can you set up some kind of timing plays with Crystal's
Well,
utility?
it's probably one of the biggest snowballs
Again,
I've seen,
Combo with the Astra. Those
especially
are
from
really
like a
your best
one-player
options.
snowball.
If you could get to the
Like
post
Jem
plants,
can kind of won them
yeah, you have a
6
scary
rounds
team.
on his own, really. Well,
But
obviously
GenG
nice
is
strats.
Not
to
keen
the
on
back
letting
end,
you
but-
get there at all. And elevated,
Oh, he's going in.
to elevate the team. Really emphasizing some of his points there. GenG just all smiles, as it is looking pretty good for them. Have to wait and see what the response is going to look like here. Already some deep stars set up for Poppy towards the A site. They're pinging it out, so they're going to make some kind of play for A main. Try to get at least some kind of control.
Okay, another big buy round.
He's within one of their ult.
Show me.
Two away from their ults for Global
Show me what
Esports.
you've been doing in practice.
So, okay, able to get there.
They love a
Step
early
one.
dash.
That required your dash from Darion. So now how do you get to the site? You can find ways to bait GenG's utility. That'll help. But trying to dial up answers is difficult here.
It certainly is. There's Munchkin getting rid of that shear wall. They're going to stick around.
Yeah, it's good info for everyone.
Line share of Global looking to try to explore in towards mid. You've got Foxy at the double door. Texture going to back away. Doesn't want to give over the op position here. Well, this leads them in towards Foxy 9. Pops the nano. Not sure what kind of confirmation he quite had there, but regardless, looks to try to hold this door down. We'll be able to come away with a singular kill. It's a falling.
Okay, it does
Yes,
mean that
not
Ash has to
too
do a
much
lot
damage
here.
Global still very
Texture can't
wary
really
about
fast
that potential
rotate as he
push out
does
from
push
behind.
through middle though.
Texture's looking to get
And he
on that
might
line.
be able to get some in the side
Cosmic
here.
Divide coming through, just looking to try to
Ball
lock him
goes
out of
in
this
to
one,
make
but
sure the
still do have
Munchkin
some
can kind of
solid
send it. He does have
viable
a flash for his
plant options
teammate.
here.
Flash goes
Pushes
in,
corner
swing
Ash.
happens.
Hold his ground.
Texture has been running this whole time because of the sound block of the
Texture now
Astral.
arriving in behind. Crystal cut down. It's all on Kelly S. Relay bolt connecting, holding him back. The defuse. There's just nothing more to be done. It's not planted for him.
That's such an unorthodox
What?
Cosmic Divide. Okay, well, that's the op.
Yeah.
Bit of an
They
outclass,
can afford it. I mean,
yeah.
They can
got so
afford
much
it.
money. Ash is cash
It
capped.
doesn't matter.
Feeling
But
kind of
That's
rough.
such an unorthodox
Even though
Cosmic
Recon's
Divide there, and
missing.
it's all because you know that you have Texture free on the backside, so he can op on the other end of that Cosmic Divide. Even though you leave that space for the plant, they have plans behind it. You know, that was one where I initially looked at it and I'm like, oh, was he just a little bit off with it maybe? Nope. I think that was all according to what they wanted to do.
For
Another
a very pacey
Another
push here. I mean,
instant
Darius
dash.
Tailwinding forward to try to take space over
A
towards Art.
fourth round.
But similarly, again, stars get placed. Global, they take some solid early presence, some space here, but question is, how do you scale from here? Three-player approach from Art. Nebula dissipating. Foxy 9 just playing back, playing it patiently.
Big care flash.
Maybe being
Big
rewarded with the
care
timing, the
flash.
flash out over the top. Hoppy able to answer back for two. Foxy 9 taking him down. Hunter's Fury on the
Oh
hunt,
wow,
gets
he
the
actually
first
wait,
pump.
he actually got out of that.
Foxy able to
thought he
go
had
ahead and
him.
avoid the follow-up, so keeps his life intact. Push now in. Kelly, yes, dead.
Yeah, rough on this
Foxy
one.
swinging from the opposite side. finds
Amaro,
Crystal.
thank you so much for the prime.
6-0
Appreciate the
start.
60 mums. Thank you, thank you.
Well, you can see some of the ideas there for the side of Global Esports is to just overstack that angle.
I'm just
But
not
GenG
sure
is
the ideas
responding
are
in
good.
kind, and they're doing a great job with the push and pull. Our GenG of not giving up anything for free.
I also
Again,
feel
with
like
that pop flash,
it doesn't,
this time
like
it's gonna get the
everywhere I
assist
look,
for
I feel
Munchkin.
like
And part of
GenG
this
can kind of be
setup
stacking
here
like
for Global
4
Esports was to get
people.
Crystal in a position
on the
where he
site
could use
each
his
time.
ult to maybe catch some GenG
Like you got a
players
Killjoy
inside
that
of
gives
a
you
link,
double
and
info.
then let his players, you know,
And they're
if he
making the
doesn't get the
Killjoy
kills,
look
let them get
incredible.
him.
But not
It's just
really
not enough.
defaulting
Darren's got
in
the
many
blades, he's just
places.
gonna go.
Another
Same
instant
little
dash.
Game plan here. Drift up and over the top. How quickly do they continue to push? I mean, right now, they don't know it, but the site wide open. Cosmic Divide now. We'll just go ahead and lock Taron away over in Flowers.
Okay, let's get them over towards
So-
site. They got a Killjoy
Site
ult
here for the side of GE.
to delay a lot of
Martian
time.
sends out the null command. So Knives now taken out of their hands. As, oh boy, slides back across the opposite side of the wall. Darian on the peak finds Texture. Caron dead. As GE up the pace.
Well, they made this one look
Pull
easy.
off Thrifty. Even the Armageddon coming out. Not
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
getting
probably
much
going to be
of
the last
anything.
time that GenG give him a good amount of space.
Wry smile there on Crystal's face. As, okay, Global Esports, in flawless fashion, are going to get themselves on the board here.
It's actually incredible for their money, though.
Yeah.
They all
I
get
mean,
gun
it just took
upgrades.
a Cosmic Divide and an open site, and then a good guess on how GenG was going to be setting up for the retake. And they were
Yeah.
just a step ahead.
GenG thought they were going to be playing
right as
more
Dexter's starting to
traditional
dash
after
in,
plant.
that's when Global Esports is making
They
their
absolutely
move.
sent it.
It makes it rather chaotic because I suspect other GenG players.
Yeah, I really do think that GenG
not
aren't going to give
anticipating
them
that
much
either.
space again.
A bizarre round.
That was a unusual round.
But sometimes that's what you need.
Yep,
Catch the team off guard, do something that they do not expect,
exactly.
and ultimately just hold down those access points to the site through that cosmic divide. So some smiles resurfacing here.
Okay, GenG
Still
want to
very
fight
large
over towards
deficit to try
middle.
to claw back here. Global needing to get a handful of rounds on this attacking side is what we'll say.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3 would be where I'd be like, okay, maybe. You can get the 3rd. 4, yeah. 5? Then I'm thinking
Yeah,
maybe.
feeling really good with the double Senti.
Yeah.
Looking for the stun setup. Not looking to overstay. Foxy. Different angle. Does get shut down. Now went forward though. Ash finding
This
Crystal
was a
with
little bit better from
salvos.
G though. Like at least they were actually just using a good amount of
perfectly
util to
timed
get
place.
through here.
That's the follow-up. Just like that, the advantage is found for the side of Global Esports, just ripped out of their hands.
I mean, Ash has just looked better and better week after week since joining this main GenG roster. And you could see why they wanted to bring him in. They wanted Tejo in here solo.
Hello.
Hello. Wanted to be a bit more meta with his compositions, and
This was a little bit better though,
paying
Bacon.
off.
They had
Poppy,
some,
though, staying tucked.
but
Oh, didn't matter.
the problem is
Karan's just Karan.
what kind of flash
Too
have they
nasty
got?
for it.
Other than the
7-1.
Vice Flash.
GenG up.
Then, in which
And
case, I think they
punch
probably
right
need to
back.
do
G
like
finally
fake
able to get around to
smoke,
go, and
put the Vice Flash in the
it
fake
just
smoke, and
falls
then
apart.
flash it.
And you know,
Something
good
like that.
trading here early.
I think
But
you gotta
then-
get
Ash strikes.
weird with it.
Just waiting there with that util.
It's not something that you want to see, but it's something that unfortunately is very necessary. Second timeout now. Going to be sent out for the side of GE. They know. They know. They have to be getting
Yeah.
some more here.
I mean, I don't mind these 2 timeouts on this half
Hey,
at
he's
all.
going
'Cause
in
you know
again.
how difficult this was
Problem
going
is
to
I
be.
don't really know
And
what
if
he can
you can have
say.
a solid defense on the other side, you're likely going to be
Like
getting
maybe
some
you can use
timeouts
the
burnt by
dash to
GenG
get
anyway.
through door and go into a smoke,
So you might
or
be
you
able
got
to
a
use
fake
those.
smoke. Put the
So-
I honestly think the
you
fake
gotta try
smoke,
something
put
here, of
the
course.
Vice Flash in there.
It is,
Smoke is like the one.
It's been a rough half to say the least. And they're starting to try
Or
to
then like prod a
find
little
ways
bit
to
with
explore
spam and then use the drone.
mid doors to B-Link to try to put pressure on a Foxy 9, but he's always been good for at least 1.
Like we're getting
And then-
stuck
He's
at
having
door though. We haven't even thought
I mean,
about
his
like long
last 2
B
days,
Yes.
of play have been
anywhere else.
fantastic.
Speaking of long
Yeah,
B,
he's come back in rejuvenated for sure.
texture here with the AWP. Does look like he wants to commit a little bit. And
Now Foxy
Neon's,
has his ult.
it's not the
Texture's still
most
got an op
comfortable
with
to
an
get a
ult
shot and
behind
get
it.
out.
Rutan does have the lockdown as well, so could see the Venn diagram of Killjoy. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well,
Actually just trying to avoid that 0 point.
yeah, he tried to avoid the
Nice little
recon and
punish
just gets
coming
caught out
through.
in the
Now going to
open.
be on the floor. As Bunchkin is going to be lobbing in the fragment here to try to delay the push coming forward. Darian up and over the top.
Wait, how does he have no dash
As
again?
Bunchkin going to be gunned down. Lockdown invested though. Foxy 9 wanting to try to go ahead and turn this one around as they go backpedaling, and looks like widely everybody will be able to escape. Match quickly greeted by an arrow to the face.
Okay, Astra Sock goes down.
Minor amounts of damage going to be taken. Salvo's going
Next
to be
tap
sent.
is
Nebula's
Astra
still
Sock.
up here. Kelly's trying to play around this
Trying to
gap.
do the body
They
block.
cut
Body
across.
blocked.
Oh, they
Body
got it.
blocked.
They're looking
Oh.
for it, but
Okay.
there you go. Poppy.
Did the
Coming away with
smoke
those
go
two,
and they
Darian
were
will
still
find
trying to do
Foxy.
the body block? That's
In
sick.
flawless fashion is exactly
The 2
how
freest
Global
kills.
need to get these rounds.
And just a kind of bad guess on Texture's part off that 0 point. Not sure if there had been some conditioning with that 0 point earlier where there wasn't any contact off of it. This time it's the full forces of Global Esports marching their way.
Okay, you got them both before it went.
Texture paid the price pretty quick. And then Munchkin caught in that the edge of that smoke.
Well,
Not sure what he was trying to
it
get away
worked,
with
so
there.
they'll do
He's
it
on
again.
a side where he can't see much, and his opponents
Texture
can see his
playing
feet.
way further back.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, he moved.
movement coming through. Shot going very wide.
Almost never see that from Texture.
You should run.
And now attacking lockdown going to be invested. Global Esports
Got
looking
really
to just try
far
to
back
maintain the
Killjoy.
pace here.
Oh no, it's not. What am I talking about?
Keep things
I
going.
was looking at him on the
quickly as
minimap
they
thinking
can.
like, wait, what?
Ball's control now here in their favor. Thorn set
Yeah, they
up.
take a
Nanos
lot
as
of
well,
space.
just
They
looking
got
to try to make
forms
a
that stops
retake
the fast
completely
flood out. You got
impossible.
Sova ult for the after plant. You got
Marty
mollies
just
for the
swapped
after
weapon
plant.
over here, just passing that
You
operator
got
to
a
Ash.
turret as well that we can put down for behind. They got Astra suck, but Astra's kind of committing a little
Salvo's
bit.
going forward, blind connecting, Munchkin able to
Arm
climb on
bot.
the
We
slide
got
in.
Texture
All's
killing
now
everyone.
opened up. Hunter's Fury
Got
sent here
Sova
from
ult going
Crystal.
early. We got one more molly.
As Munchkin will get caught by one. Swing out, Texture dead top of screen.
Oh, Yudotan.
Tap of the spike means Astra suck.
Started. Boxy 9, he's just here around the corner.
What?
And they need to try to get the shots through there, able to do so.
But Astra suck was really late.
Munchkin now just sat here, pinged down.
Hey, nicely
dead.
handled. Yudotan just owned everyone.
Huge 4K. This is another clean round. Global Esports now.
I reckon the
massive economy behind them.
Now you might be able to get a timeout
He was
out of
suppressed.
GenG
Oh,
because
okay,
this
that's
B
why, that's
site
why.
has become a liability. They haven't been able to stop these pushes, and again, if Global Esports gets the plant down and can get into their post plant situation,
goodness.
it is very
It's the instant head.
disgusting.
Just killing them all through smokes.
But again, if they
Hey,
can
well,
get to those
for
moments,
sure it's gonna
Global
B
Esports'
spam this.
comp is very
Whoa.
well suited to stop
No more B spam.
the retakes, and you can see why.
Okay, save
2
it for
rounds
the
in a
next
row,
buy
they've been
round.
able to do that. GenG's going to turn up the tempo.
Relay Bolt not going to catch anything.
Damn,
Elias
dude,
able to
look
make
at
it back
that.
around the
Kinda
corner
sick,
here.
though.
Crystal Tried to defend as
He handled it well.
just fishing for some damage
And
there
they
with
kind
the
of protect
zaps.
their wall a little bit as well. They also have the flash to
nothing to
like
be
get
found, so
information
ult
once
gets
they want to
expended.
retake it.
Just some minor control over the A main. It quickly gets abandoned.
Yeah, trying to set up for the combo play with the U-tilt. Set up Texture, but could not quite get there in time.
Drone to clear
So
close.
a drone to re-clear
They
that
got
space here
flash
for
for
Global
after.
Esports. Now the players follow suit. And that has been widely abandoned by GenG, who's decided they've had enough of the B shenanigans. If you're going to beat us, it's going to be over on the other side of the map this time. Well,
And
Yudotan
that is
just-
correct.
Yeah.
Ping's coming down. No one there. Maybe a rude awakening here for the side of GenG, who just now start getting a sense of this given the time remaining. Plant to come through, and it's going to be another strong post-plant setup here for the side of Global. Darion leading the charge, swing onto the corner. 2 quick kills, looking for the third. Foxy will be able to find one with that stinger, and finds the Vandal pickup, and Foxy finds himself completely unscathed and suddenly on for an ace. He's got the player advantage. Okay, he will be shut down, but Sheriff shots
Oh,
come
God,
through
how did
from
they win
Ash
this?
Caron. Scoops up a Vandal as well.
Oh, they played aggro with the
Foxy 9.
But yeah,
aggro against
Foxy 9.
Nico.
Foxy 9.
Wow.
Thrifty.
Foxy 9.
Astra playing close.
Last round in the
I
half.
know. That's so
I mean, Foxy 9 did
heartbreaking
just
for Global
absolutely own
Esports,
them.
Dude. This looked like a round again that they're going to be able to turn the tide here on this map.
Show me his POV.
Beautiful from Darion.
Yes, there we go.
Stinger first.
Oh,
Oh,
Oof.
man, oh, man.
what a play.
That's just, I mean, the individual skill on that kid is incredible.
You go for the
Moments
mid
like that.
again, recon dash.
And your jaw's on the floor.
Farm bot.
Oh, hold up.
Okay, Darion able to survive.
And they actually beat
as
the ult.
Ash, ooh, trying to open things up here. Trying to slow things down, I should say, with that concuss. Poppy, ooh, my God. Ton of damage.
Taking that back.
Now you've got a crossfire to contend with.
Yeah, dash would be pretty nice right now.
Didn't
And
he?
this approach from Art, yeah, he is
Oh.
just like, okay, we're gonna put an end to it. The bounce back,
Damn, bro,
swings
they're actually
out,
gonna win
maybe
this
getting
one?
a little too confident.
Not ready yet.
Does get shut down. Crystal 30 HP, the other 2 players full health. Caron all alone to try to make this a 9-3. Otherwise 8-4, we talked about it. Feels like it might be doable. As they're nearly lined up for him, but Caron just suffering way too much damage. Push comes in from Kellius with
Hey.
shorty in hand. And will be the
Another
final round
4-8.
getting closed out here by Global Esports.
Switching
So
sides.
8-4 at the half. Double Sentinel now on the defense. Global right now need to be looking at getting their first pistol win here of the series.
Yeah, and if you can maintain your discipline on the other side of the map here for the side of Global Esports, there's real hope.
Yeah,
there's real hope that we're going to push this. Once they got those retakes in place, how difficult it was for GenG to
upload
get
the
through.
RQ third map. Let's see where we are.
So I think, you know, we'll see. But I see glimpses of hope here for Global Esports. It is still going to be challenging. It is still GenG.
Yeah. MVP, Munchkin, very powerful. not untrue.
You're not wrong, yeah.
By the GenG Classic.
Yeah. Will you win? Yeah, by the GenG Classic.
All right, well, halftime now expiring. Global Esports, they put that right foot forward. But Uton has been having pretty good half overall, alongside Crystal, trying to deliver here. Good day, I suppose I should say.
Sure. I mean, Crystal's very solid, like, most of the time. He's had a few rough ones here and there, but he's a very consistent player. Individual skill. I mean, he got that big double to break open the site there for him.
Surely they can get a pistol. Knife goes in. God, smoke if they wanna.
Classic in half armor.
Block the vision.
And Munchkin's just
okay, they go for
try
fake
to sell this
smoke.
by himself.
They smoke
Solo
if the
KO.
knife hits. They fake smoke if it doesn't.
B to try to keep players over there. Foxy, nothing that he's really seen.
Got broken.
Insert one over towards B just in case someone tries to clear the question mark, whether jump spotting, whether using recon's drone. Smoke goes in, drone goes in.
Throwing a lot of their util over in the direction of B to try to sell that. And that's drawn Darion over.
Okay, let's have a look at this. 2-person aggro from GE.
Yes, tagged up. Munchkin just looking at a flash behind, goes to the peak, nothing there. Nebula in his face.
They're all over the map.
Continue to go, yeah, on this linger is the whole rest of GenG gets clustered up.
Flash goes and they still know he's over towards B. They spot one and Tex is sending it.
Only catch a tiny little glimpse there. Slide in. Poppy turns his sights back
yeah, you
over.
gotta kill 2 more somehow.
Eats the pressure though. Finds himself
Almost.
a second. Just the rest of the team a fighting chance here as Munchkin though disrespecting the nano. Just strafes over it. Darion gets completely caught off guard.
That was a great
Shock
shot.
dart, however, from Crystal, landing at Karan's feet, is able to find the punish, and now we go into a 2v2.
Just comes down to these crossfires for GenG.
Recon at the ready. Foxy 9 getting some damage. Munchkin similarly down to 24. And it looks like they might just be able to make this happen unless Munchkin says otherwise. The tap of the spike.
Nice, he done from Crystal.
Gets it done.
Okay,
Global
fast
Esports,
pistol.
their first pistol win. Their first step towards running back this
needed.
Pearl.
Huge. Good discipline from Global Esports. I mean, that was a really tricky round from the get-go. They read it pretty quickly that it's not going to be a B hit just off of Munchkin's contact. So they immediately backpedal. That does create that extra angle for the execute for GenG because Munchkin sticks around and they'll maneuver all the way through B-Link. But maybe GenG just overthinking that round is step too far. Might have been able to head towards A. I mean, no matter what, you had to deal with Crystal. You got another big round.
It is winnable.
Esports. So
the comp should be very good on
Sheriff
defense.
Foxy 9, everybody else with classics. Let's see if they can do any damage.
Right here.
Udotan, oh, really close here, holding a tight angle.
Yeah, turret set up there. Basically, you know, it's like a 2.2 stack. The turret will just get cleared out from texture. Udotan now is filling even more space and gets himself the double. Ash and Foxy 9 both going to be taken out as Munchkin able to tuck back around the corner. Avoids taking damage. So 3 Sheriffs still in play here for the side of GenG. Opportunities to deal some damage, perhaps. As Texture does get caught by that concuss.
He's not going to be bothered. Udotan not quite in a position to punish. But still, info's there. Poppy up to bat.
How clean can they keep it?
Ooh.
Shots out, backs away. Darion. Opposite side of Halls, yeah, Marshall in hand.
Okay, minimap wise, it's
Getting
looking
past
like they
that
can
gonna
keep this
prove to be
insanely
maybe a
clean.
little bit difficult. Oh, quick
But
scope in, Munchkin.
in reality, you never know.
Get put down. Peek
Yeah,
out.
there's one.
For the second shot. What is that shot on the Crystal? Holy hell.
Oh my god.
Looking for the plant spot. Down underneath. Will eventually die, but oh my god.
No way.
That was disgusting.
Shouldn't be a
I thought they
thing,
nerfed
man.
that.
It shouldn't be a thing. The agent was meant to
They
be
didn't nerf
nerfed.
Texture though.
Good lord.
Dude. Oh my
It's
god.
like the moment that he's about to get behind the box, too.
Jeez.
Like the last
That was
possible
so
pixel
sick.
that he could slide that bullet past before it would be a wall
I
bang.
shouldn't. That's
absolutely
crazy.
nasty.
Okay. Big buy rounds. Big
Alright,
buy round
well,
against the bonus. Recon
buy
goes in.
round
And
now here from
honestly,
the side of
GenG might
GenG.
have to win this one, really.
Sure, tiny little bit taken
Because
from
I feel like if
Thorns.
G get this, their comp should be so good that they're
See if they
fine.
can deal with this Vice
Because they're good
wall.
on defense.
Do have Munchkin's ult. They're actually just scooping that up and going to the other side. I mean, you'll see this a lot where teams are going to want to harass the longer
Okay, question mark over
angles when you're going up against
towards
the weaker
A.
buys. So therefore,
They know that the Sova's
B-side
nearby because there's an instant
seems like it's more
recon.
favorable
So they
to
keep
you.
one here.
However,
And it's the one that
Bulldog
can
there.
rotate real fast if they
Yudotan
want to
has
head
a
over
Guardian.
towards B.
not gonna
And
be
he's
easy
just
by any
waiting
stretch
for
of
the drone
imagination.
reclick because it will happen.
Respam.
And probably should happen in reaction to this, you would imagine.
Player behind screens, but
Recon
since
goes
Darion
in,
back towards
hide from the
alley,
recon.
Caught him with the knife, so they've been able to
Drone
track
to get
Darion, and
deeper
instead,
info.
just gonna try the other side of the map.
That was nice from Texture.
Quick relay, just
Just
threatening
stuns
Crystal
him,
off that
creates
drone.
pressure like he's going to dash on him.
Hugging into the corner here at the bottom of the stairs.
30 seconds.
And they know he
It's a
doesn't have a
crossover
recon
towards
for a
Art.
little bit.
Time starting to tick down. 25 seconds
An
remaining.
anti-KO setup so that we can get the
Command.
Fawns out.
Crystal,
Crystal's absolutely
Ash, okay, he is able to-
eaten
he's able
the
to get into
flash.
the punish before Texture ends up getting taken down.
Woo!
Kelly pushing out from Flowers.
Last player
2 headshots
standing.
found, but Foxy9 comes to the rescue. Keeping his IGL
Still though, I
protected
feel
and
like they
his
did the
team
right damage.
afloat in the map. Opponents not to be converted. GenG re-establish a 3-round lead, but they do suffer some losses.
That was very messy.
What was the KO flash here? It
Just
looked
a
incredible.
timing entry where everything has to go well, and it gets pretty spicy there. I mean,
Is it
if
Vice flash?
somebody isn't coming through Art, that could be devastating. And Kelly, yeah, still able to find 2. Foxy9 again coming up
It
huge
might
for
have been a
GenG
Vice
when they need him most.
Obviously the
Get a
KO
big
gave
one operator,
the
though, for
gave the
Darion.
assist.
And they're pushing out along B.
Double
Meanwhile,
flash.
GenG on the other
Oh my
side.
goodness, kind
Trying
of
to get
nice.
aggressive.
Oh,
Whoa,
just
this is
disrespecting
nice,
all this
dudes.
util alarm pod, man.
Where's
Oh,
that
damn,
stun
Texture.
from?
Up for his pound of flesh and finds it. Yudotan
They have a stun that goes deep here. Whoa, this was
absolutely
sick.
destroyed. Kelly has stunned up there as the concuss comes through. Texture collecting a second.
Okay, they saved their best strat for the big buy round, and it was
Fast
really
pace here from the
nice.
side of GenG and Global Esports just can't
Astra
quite
stun?
keep
It wasn't
up. This
Astra stun,
operator
right?
never getting
Was
put
it
into
not
a
the Teo
position to
stun?
actually really find some value. Texture, Mr. 4K. will end right there. I was going to say, Texture, I don't think you want that. We all know what happens if you get the ace.
You got to give the people. You just heard him.
His mode of despair down on stage. As Darion is desperately trying to hold on to this thing, but Foxy is in the perfect position to get the punish. The op going to be left down on the floor. 10-6. He is still going off.
Easy.
I hope that's coming through.
This is
No,
disgusting
maybe,
from Texture.
no, that would,
I mean,
dude. What
one way to
stun
get
is
past the
this?
Sentinel util, just go.
Okay, full screen reaction. Here we go.
No.
Come
No.
on, come on.
Is Neon stun?
There we
Oh, okay.
Perfectly cut screams.
And then look at that side.
Perfectly cut scream. That is.
For Texture, the 4-kill is the most delicious.
All right, Darion, get spicy with it. Able to find the headshot on the 1. Unfortunately, not the monstrous
Oh,
hero
it's a
play that they
close
were
Astro
looking for.
though. They like that.
Cosmic
Give you
Divide.
a little bit of space.
Just a setup for the nice and easy plan as it gets brought forward. And in the meantime, you've got Foxy9 on the late lurk. Playing out down.
Oh,
Tempted the knife. Stun onto the corner. As the wall gets ready to fall, double push up through the halls, and Texture able to go ahead and note them both. Slides out
look
into
at
the
him
open.
go,
It's gonna be
though.
Karen coming away with a 3K.
Karen and
It
Texture.
is now 11-6.
Gee,
Just-
they use both
just so
timeouts,
great.
right? So they got
when
nothing
you
for
come out
this.
here and you get to see Texture,
on their own.
get the 4K and get denied the ace, I mean, the people got exactly what they wanted today.
Oh, God.
It's just a thing of beauty. I mean, you just try to get aggressive with the Blade Storm here and doesn't work out. Holding the halls well. I like the way Yudotan was trying to bait out some contact from GenG, working along the edge of that Cosmic Divide. Just didn't really pan out. Operator again, glass cannon for Darion. Trying to go through mid doors. He missed.
Oh, no, he hit the leg.
Oh, he hit the leg.
So the swap to the shorty comes away with a kill, but Foxy
No, guys.
goes down 3. Overstays, however, and Yudotan is there for the punish. Suddenly we're into a 3v3. Just getting a little bit wobbly here in the round. There's the push up continuing here onto the side. Yudotan there at Hall. Peek out. Crystal able to find one count. Eliminated. Yudotan able to try to really hold things down. So now attention going to be paid forward over towards this Soba. Deep flank coming in though, however, from Kelly S. Have they noted this at all?
Oh,
Ash tagged up dead. There's the final blast, not finding anything, but the spike is still planted in play. Munchkin though, potentially at risk as the wider swing continues. And yeah,
Hey,
back
very,
this turn
very
has
nice.
No idea
Crystal
where the
did
Vice is coming
incredible,
from.
huh?
Global Esports will go ahead and pick up round 18.
yeah, this time they're able to deal with some of that aggression. You know, Texture's just trying to fly through. And Darion switches over to that shorty. Got him with maybe 1 or 2 bullets out of it. Good enough, because he'd already hit the leg. Crystal finds a perfect time to take Khan out of the equation. Steps out the door, scoops up a kill, backs right up, has the Hunter's Fury, nails Yudotan right after he gets the plant down. Very well handled. Crystal again, playing very well. Darion having an okay map, 14 and 16. Had to do a lot of the dirty work on that attacker side, so I don't fault him too much for the death scoreline. Flash play to set up Texture. GE just holding at the bottom of the ramp. Oh, Crystal
Nice
got him
shot,
though.
though.
Got him.
Whoa!
Crystal's doing good.
Texture picked off. Great shot there from Crystal. Global Esports position to try to snowball this. Flash going through. Munchkin holding his own.
Nice bait and switch.
Shot.
Power on. Omnipresent. Yudotan clearly wanted to try to challenge for this. And it's a fight that he just cannot win.
Crystal's done
Damage
a good
suffered here
amount of
on the
damage.
entry. Munchkin
You got that shock
down
dart
low,
again?
shock dart. Let's see if we can deliver it once more. No, misses the bounce. Trying to bank it off the screen. Follow-up one was
It's a
on
pretty
the
cool
money, but
shot
there's no
that he
one
does,
there to
though.
eat it.
Would have been beautiful.
Knocking them. Can't use that yet.
Because
As soon as that smoke goes up,
Hold
it's
it
pretty
back.
much done.
ultimately for Global Esports, this is just going to have to be a save call.
Yeah, you might have to save, guys. He's got no money
have
as
the money.
well.
GenG.
Yeah, he
Look
wanted
to
his
go
ult orb.
hunting a little bit, so yeah, chase forward. Ult orb picked up. And that is just going to be the rest of GenG. Tucking back, staying alive, getting the win. Taking this now up 12-7. Match point in their hands.
Man, sometimes
Karen? Yeah, I mean,
just looks so smooth.
that was sick
dude.
from him.
This,
You mean most of the time?
most of the time. This first one. God, that's good. A little less, but still able to recover it in time. Just a smooth criminal. And you've got
5 goes at
smattering
it.
of guns there. Stinger.
They
for
got
Yudotan,
they
Guardian,
got good ults,
Poppy.
but
And the op's gone, so
Yep.
3
that's pretty
ultimates
rough.
here to work with for the side of GE. So if they can get a good Steel Garden in, could mitigate some of the shortcomings here in the arsenal.
Okay,
Tough
confirms.
part is so many ults
Pressure
as well
over
to deal with.
towards B.
Just kind of have to wait out.
Heavy
So GenG
rotate,
gets
as
the
we can see.
It's full rotating
A
off, eh?
retake, but
I
makes a lot of sense,
don't
right?
know
They go
why.
like really, really good. Probably the best retake
Gonna
odds.
ping down over on long. Will just be Darion left, watching from Flowers.
Maybe something to do with
Yeah,
Munchkin's
I'm going to
knife.
see
That's the
some
only
weird
thing I can
little
work
ult
out of
off.
They're
And
starting
I'm telling
to
you, the KO ult is
drift
like
back over
the
in towards
one.
this position, but GenG, they're going to look for the exec here. As the Armageddon shoves Darion back over towards Secret. Behind the corner, 0 point. The head confirms his position as Overdrive now pop texture. They're going to up the pace off the back of the Steel Guard and says, well, I don't need a gun. I've got lightning fingers, looks for a little bit more. Crystal able to go ahead and put him down, but eats so much damage. 17 health remaining here on the Sova of Global. Caron still alive here on the side. Foxy 9 gunning down 2. Spike now getting planted.
You are divided.
As Cosmic Divide
One enemy
going to be
remaining.
called in. Crystal dead before the wall. Ends up coming through. Swing out, Caron once again. Goes
Okay,
for
nicely
it
done
out
from
wide.
GenG.
And 13-7.
Very, very strong on this.
GenG looking dominant here in this series. Get themselves a
The
2-0
G-
victory.
The G comp just had
Over
to
Global
dominate
Esports.
on defense, and it just
This
didn't.
is really starting to click for
Didn't
GenG.
feel like they covered up well enough on attack.
Little bit of a bounce back on Pearl for Global